That was a body. That definitely was a body at the end of this episode. So one has already died. So now we're already getting the round table of death underway. It only took 3 episodes to get here, but it's finally happening. Characters are starting to die. Or at the very least, this guy was drowned in some way. So I just want to point out something. Like I said last week, probably the death of a lot of our characters are going to be them all going crazy or insane or wanting to slit each other's throats, because we get prime examples of 2 different cases that are going on in this episode with how most likely a lot of our characters are going to die. They're probably going to end up killing each other because, for one, the dude that was, going after our main female character, we know his angle, what he was probably trying to do. He was trying to get into her pants. And seeing him drowning like he is, I don't want to necessarily say that our main female character killed him or drowned him, but I will say, however, that she might have defended herself, and there could be something else to the story that we have yet to see. But there's other examples throughout this episode, especially when it came to Sasaki and his bullying and how he was actually going to kill someone or hurt someone really badly after making fun of him and bullying him throughout the entire episode. And that right there shows a case of violence. And then on top of that, you have this other girl that's like, execution, 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 execution. I'm like, just shut the fuck up, please. So, let's just talk about Sasuke first, okay? So, Sasuke, he's in jail, pretty much. He's in jail for violence, and I have to say, I can understand that. I mean, he did attack someone, and if someone was to commit an act of violence, obviously you would want to kind of, keep them away from others, and that's what they're doing. So I understand their standpoint, but looking at his past track record, apparently the reason why he attacked someone in the first place and he stabbed someone was because he was constantly getting bullied. And, I mean, I'm not going to say that stabbing someone is the proper way to handle bullies. I'm not going to actually say something like that. But I will say, however, it goes to show you what type of life he's lived. I mean, we don't really know how far he was pushed. We don't know if they were, doing all sorts of evil things, which obviously you have to be fucking evil to bully someone. But, I mean, we don't really know how far they went when it came to bullying Sasuke, so that's left up in the air. So it must have been pretty damn bad for him to want to stab a bitch. I'm just gonna say it right now. And then the other girl, the execution girl, she needs to die. Just please. Oh my god. I need the 8th grade syndrome, man. He needs to go. And then also, I need, this execution girl. She needs to go as well, because just no. Fucking no. But knowing how these series work, usually the characters that die are characters you actually care about, or characters you don't want to die. And if I had to make any assumptions of what characters are probably going to die, the characters I'm kind of slowly growing fond of or liking would be the man that has a bad attitude, and then the girl that was trying to play around and mess with the feelings of our main male character. I feel like those 2 characters, they have a lot of potential, but judging by how we're actually now starting to see some violence and death and stuff, I want to bet those characters are going to die. And they're probably going to be one of the first to go, which kind of saddens me, because, I mean, look, the guy with a bad attitude, he's walking around in the middle of the night, he's not giving up his search. That's obviously a flag for his death. He's going to fucking die. Or unless he is at fault here and he's causing some shit behind the scenes, or vice versa for the, the female character too, that was kind of messing with our main male character. So, yeah. But overall, this episode of Mayo, or The Lost Village, it was enjoyable, I have to say. I'm glad that, the horror vibes that we've been getting for the past couple episodes are now starting to play a part, and characters are starting to die off. Now we can kind of weed out the cast a little bit before we can start remembering a lot of these characters' names. So you all have a wonderful day, or night, wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.